Hey there, welcome back to Local Life. I'm Gavin. I am just a few minutes outside of downtown Orlando today at Market on South, and I'm meeting up with my friend Zachary, who runs the Gays of Universal Instagram page, is a loud and proud member of the LGBTQ plus community, and an advocate for small local businesses here in Central Florida. This is not your typical food hall, and you're gonna see why, and I can't wait to see it with you. So let's go. Zachary.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for meeting me out here at Market on South. First of all, we're matching, and this was not planned.
I mean, maybe
Look
it
at that.
was.
Look at the
Maybe I planned it that way. He's gonna wear stripes.
You read my mind.
Yes.
So Market on South, it's a food hall. It's a smaller food hall situation, but it's different. What sets it apart? What makes it different?
What's the coolest thing is everything there it's a vegan market, you know. So whether you are vegan, whether you're not vegan, the flavors are amazing. And what's really cool is they have kombucha here for main house market.
Okay.
Does kombucha, and it is gonna blow your mind. You're like, wait, this is kombucha? What have I been missing out?
I've never tried kombucha.
Oh, we're gonna need to try some.
So this is it. This is gonna be exciting. Let's go inside. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Thank you. All right, so kombuchas are here. We have like the Florida guava. That's our favorite.
Okay.
But the vanilla oak tastes like a butter beer.
All right, so we have a good amount of stuff here. I
think we could have gotten more.
I think we could have gotten more. I love how there's a lot of savory and sweet options.
Yes.
And since this is still kind of early today, I'm gonna stick with the sweets. So I have the beautiful cinnamon crunch banana nut loaf here, and then you got.
She's a thick girl.
And look at this.
And then this is
cookie.
a chocolate chip cookie stuffed with an Oreo.
Oh my
And they heated it up, so that's why it looks like it's melting on top of that banana nut.
Look at that presentation.
Yes.
That's amazing. Yeah, I got this heated up as well. And then kombucha. I've never tried it. So I had to get the flex. I want to try a little bit of everything.
And you got quite a variety here. You've got
Peppermint
lavender, and then
lavender lemonade,
Lavender.
which that I think I'm the most excited for.
And then-
vanilla oak and Florida guava.
Florida guava. I'm gonna take a bet. I think you're gonna like this one and probably this one more. But you want to try?
Okay, let me start. Okay, I'll start with this. I'm gonna go down the line here.
Oh, he's gonna go that way.
So kombucha is not alcoholic. What's the source?
It's fermented tea. So it's fermented tea. It's like a probiotic. So it's good going in and it's good going out.
You gotta have that gut health, honey. Gotta have that gut
good
health.
gut health. Welcome to Kombucha Talk.
Kombucha talk.
And then I got a bigger size of the peppermint lavender, which I've never had that one, so I'm interested.
These are both really good so far. Which one'd you get? I'm sorry.
I had the peppermint lavender.
Peppermint, okay.
I was worried it was going to be very pepperminty, but it's not. It's just very subtle.
It's not toothpaste in a glass.
So what do you think out of the two so far?
I like the Florida guava.
Okay.
And here we go. This is one. I love lemonade, so. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
But this is good. This has that nice
Acidic
punch to it
Yeah.
at the end. I like that. And then the peppermint lavender.
It's good. It's not too floral. Very smooth. But like I will get a growler of this.
So they have the growlers.
So you can get like a full big picture of it, different sizes and stuff. And what I do is I will have it and like have like a shot of this in the morning, and be able to oh look, wow, just like Martha Stewart, it just comes out of nowhere. So this is the 32-ounce one that I have, and I'll usually do the guava and just do like a little shot of this in the morning before my coffee or eating or anything like that, and it's just like a great like juice option instead of like doing orange juice all the time or apple juice. You have some fermented tea, and it doesn't have. I've tried kombucha elsewhere and stuff, but Main House Market does it well.
That's awesome. So there's like, how many businesses in here? We have 4 different like.
Yeah, there's about 4
businesses.
different businesses.
Okay.
Like Vegan Scoops, very popular with their ice cream options and their baked goods, which is where the cookie is from. And then we have our Kind Cleaver. So they make a lot of those vegan, panini press sandwiches and stuff with their meat options. which are very popular. And then we have our roasted coffee options, but then we have our main house market, which does the kombucha options here. They'll also do alcoholic ones too.
Okay.
So they just put a little bit of champagne in there to mix in there, or wine. We've actually, with my Instagram, Gaze of Universal, have actually hosted events here before. We've done bingo, we did a pumpkin painting party for the fall, and they will make themed drinks. So we did kind of like a Harry Potter event, and they themed it around Harry Potter, and they did like a Deathly Hallows drink that was black with like squid ink, so it made it black, but it bubbled up in it with dry ice. And they did a Gryffindor drink that had sparkles that went through it, and it was red. So it kind of they do some fun themes
And
throughout
it
the
adds
years.
to it.
Yeah.
And it's always good to have a theme.
And during the fall with their vanilla oak, they'll add a foam on top of it, and we'll make it into a butterbeer. So you can go to Universal for a butterbeer, or you can come support locally.
Support a local business, and that's
Yeah.
the thing. You're all about supporting local businesses. You love the parks. We all love the parks, but that's why when I discovered you and we became friends, I loved the aspect of you giving back to the community by making sure we know where to go to support local businesses,
Yes.
Small businesses, and there's so many out there, and it's just the parks dominate our mindset when you think of Central Florida, but there's
Yeah.
so much more going on outside the parks, even though that's great, and it's fantastic environment and entertainment, but this is really a good way to give back, and you still get a fantastic, high quality
Yeah,
experience.
because I mean, you also being a local here too as well, you have your friends and your family that are always coming here for those theme park experiences, and they make those reservations at those locations, and you're like, that's good. I love an animatronic dinosaur yelling at me while I'm eating a hamburger, but I also, there's so many great options in the Orlando area that are steps out of the theme park area. You know, I'll drive, don't worry. I'll pay
Yeah.
for gas, I'll
Yeah.
take you, let's go. There's so many options. My boyfriend and I actually keep a list of these options so that we say like, go to the list, and we'll like quickly look at it. We'll have people reach out to us sometimes and be like, so I'm going on a date for Valentine's Day, and I don't want to go to a steakhouse that's inside of a hotel, inside of a theme park area. Is there one close by? I'm like, oh, 1 second. So yeah, and with Gaze of Universal, you know, yes, we love our themed foods and the theme parks, but I want to be able to support the local businesses, especially queer-owned businesses like Main House Market here with their kombucha, and I want people to be able to, like, that moment that okay, before you go to the theme park, go have lunch here instead, you know, or instead of buying that at the theme park, maybe buy this fanny pack, or instead of buying that Loungefly, there's this small shop that makes these really cool backpacks themselves from hand, you know.
amazing.
So, yeah.
It's amazing. Let's try this because
Yes.
we warmed them up and they might be cold now.
I know.
But still, it's going to be fantastic, I'm sure.
Look at that. Look at that gooiness.
Cinnamon crunch.
Oh, the topping that they added to it?
That is what knocks it out. That is amazing. And Oreo's my favorite cookie too. So like the chocolate chip cookie
With that?
with the Oreo. Come on.
So gooey, so messy. This is great for camera.
You picked a winner.
I did. I picked this one.
That's really good. So Gaze of Universal, how'd they get started? As you stuff your face, sorry.
Back in the day, 5 years to be exact,
Wow.
I had always enjoyed going to Universal, and I enjoyed going to the other theme parks in the Orlando area, but I really saw that there was a niche market, if you will. There was other Instagrams out there, other social media that would show off the other theme park, and I felt like they would always show off, you know, the LGBT plus community. So I was like, wait a second. The gays love Universal. They love Mardi Gras. They love Halloween Horror Nights. They love to be able to run and scream and catch the beads during Mardi Gras. So it's like, wait, there's got to be something. So I did a search, you know, using hashtag Gaze of Universal, Gaze of Universal, and looked around all the variations.
And nothing came up.
And nothing came up. And so I was like, okay, this has to happen. So it started off with me just tagging and showcasing my friends, and then slowly but surely, just as social media and the magic of the algorithm happens, that slowly it became popular and popular, and now we're at the 10K mark. I mean, we're still small, but what I love about it and what I wanted to do was different than other social media aspects, where they will show one type of person. And I wanted to showcase all types of people under the lovely rainbow, but within our community, the LGBT plus community. So within that, in the 5 years that I've done it, we have done meetups at the theme parks. So to create that community aspect, we've done scavenger hunts in the theme parks. Of course, we've met outside the theme parks, done bingo night or trivia night at locations like here. And we've also done fun contests online where it's kind of like a RuPaul's Drag Race, but with Gays of Universal. It's called the Girl Challenge.
I love the Girl Challenge.
Yes,
I follow
Gays
that.
of Universal's Runway Look Challenge, Girl. And it was such a great success. We had 4 seasons of it. So this was like a fun aspect, whether it was online community, but also an in-person community. Yeah. So we're always kind of growing, and we allow people to take over our page, as you have taken our page over once or twice, to show your aspect of Universal and what you enjoy.
And I love that when you do those takeovers, you let other people that don't have huge followings.
Yeah, other voices.
Yeah. And you get to just see it in a completely different perspective.
Yes, because everyone has their own way of being Universal, but they can showcase that part of them and what they enjoy of going into a theme park. So I believe the last time you took over, you showcased a lot of the hotels in Orlando, because you love a real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what offers are at those locations. So do you always have a challenge though, with it being in the theme park world, being a realtor, people coming here for that world, but also to showcase the real side of Orlando? Because yes, we have tourist stuff everywhere, but you as a realtor.
Yeah, there's also a whole other lifestyle outside that. Not everyone's wanting to come here for the parks. That obviously drives the economy here, but there is so much more, and I feel like a lot of things, the art scene, I know you're involved in that.
Yeah.
And I think when you think of Orlando, you don't think of arts, but there is a beautiful art scene here.
Yes.
When it comes to performing arts, when it comes to art itself, and I mean, there's so many things that happen throughout the year that locals,
like Fringe Festival, for example,
is so much fun.
Yeah, it's like
beautiful.
That huge, and you never know what you're going to get yourself into Fringe Festival. I have friends that do a spreadsheet of all the shows and when they can time it out when to see the certain shows. So it's a great. I volunteered for it. Me and my boyfriend volunteered for it last year. And we had such a great time. It's such a great atmosphere, a creative atmosphere, a welcoming atmosphere. And with Gays of Universal and like locations like this, whether queer owned or queer welcoming, if you will, it's creating that community. So it's that, as a realtor, you want to kind of create and show the community, show it off. Yeah.
Exactly. And I love how the folks that work in the parks that are also creative, that's also another outlet where they can express themselves, because obviously you work for the parks, you work for a company, so there's only so much you can do creatively there in that space, and you're fitting that form and that mold. But now this is a whole other realm outside the parks for them to express themselves and show that artistic ability. It's a lot of fun. It's great. And again, it doesn't come to mind when you think of Orlando right off the bat, but it's just Orlando has so much going on. It's massive.
And I've lived here for now 10 years, and there's still stuff that I'm constantly finding that's been here before my time.
Where are you originally from?
South Florida. Yeah, real far. So I'm original from Florida, so I'm real, born and raised.
When I started working in the parks, it was so fun because you have your location on your name tag. And folks would see that and it'd say Orlando, because I was like Altamont Springs realistically, which is only 20 minutes away from Orlando, but not even. And they were like, you should be in a glass case somewhere. You should be in a museum. I'm like, why? I didn't understand. It was not clicking. And they're like, no one stays here, or you're from somewhere else.
It's
like,
very
that explains
rare.
the bad driving.
Yeah. It's very, Orlando, I've noticed for many years, it was like a train stop. People would come, stay for a little bit, and then go. But with a lot of different events and world events that have happened, I think it's created more of a community here in Orlando, and that it's created that aspect. And people have started putting those roots down, making those communities. But yeah,
and I love being a part of that
yeah.
and seeing that, and I love talking to folks, even if it's not long term. If they're like, this is not my forever home, it's cool to still have those roots.
Yeah.
And even though you can always pick them up and take them somewhere else, but because it's worth it, it's great. I mean, it is growing tremendously in a beautiful way.
So much, yeah.
It's a melting pot. I love that.
Literally, where I live in Winter Garden, where you just showed a house recently.
He lives down the street from one of my recent listings.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So, just walking distance there. I've lived there since they built that section, and there used to be a cow pasture and a orange grove close by. And it was funny on Facebook. Yeah, I use Facebook. So elderly. It's the new MySpace, and
it's getting there. It's getting
there. And I came up 10 years ago. It showed up on one of my Facebook statuses because I'm millennial. We have to post everything.
Yeah.
It says, "Wow, it's great to have the windows open. I could smell like the lovely orange groves. It covers up the cow pasture, but I can smell the orange blossoms. They smell so great." Now it's an Aldi, but
but you don't see a lot of orange groves anymore.
No,
that was definitely the past.
The past.
But
it was the juicy side of Winter Garden.
The dad jokes and the puns. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. This is actually really, I'm addicted to this now.
I saw you were doing a lot more of the lavender lemonade.
I love the lavender.
But
I love that lavender.
The guava.
This is fantastic. And I love the aesthetic in here.
Yes.
Can we talk about this?
Well, and one of the things that drew me to Main House Market to do events here is we all know that Harry Potter is a big world of Universal Studios with Diagon Alley. Well, it gives you that aesthetic of Diagon Alley, like you
100%.
have stepped into the books
100%.
and the movies and stuff. But it's got that really fun vibe, and I love his critique. This definitely reminds me of Oz with that, with the piano.
Is beautiful.
The man behind the curtain.
Yep.
Yes.
And then there's like stuff here. You can buy merchandise that's really cute. Again, all locally sourced. So you're giving back to the community when you're making purchases. They are all about doing events here like yours. I was talking to one of the team members, and she was saying how this morning there was like a chamber meeting in here. And they're okay with that because this is a space. There's board games. You can come in, hang out.
Relax.
There's newspapers, so you can grab it and just really, relax. Air conditioning is fantastic. It's warming up. Last week it was like 50 degrees. This week it's 85. That's Florida. She doesn't know what she's doing with her weather. But yeah.
I know, she's very fickle, but you never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
So
Which makes it
exciting.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, I just like that now I don't have to scoop snow ever.
I've never seen snow my entire life.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you're from here.
I'm from here.
So you haven't done it.
I've ventured out my bubble.
You ventured out the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So, but
I
love our winters here in Florida because then we don't have to scoop snow.
I went to New York the first week of January one year, and I was ready for snow. Never. It was cold rain.
Cold rain, yeah.
Cold rain the whole
we
time.
get that here too.
Yeah, which I enjoyed it, but I was like, I was wanting snow so bad. So what else is in the pipeline? What else do you have going on?
Well, for Gaze of Universal, we have a couple more takeovers that are coming up soon, and we're going to be doing some meetups during the Mardi Gras season because we love a parade. And throw me those beads. So we have those things that are coming up, and a lot more other things that I can't reveal yet. But with new theme parks that are opening up for Universal, we've got a lot of new things that we want to do. But we always want to stay to our roots of showing off the community, supporting the community, but also showing off local areas.
That's amazing.
So we might have theme parks in the area, but we have local that keeps those roots growing.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. So y'all need to make sure you go follow the Gaze of Universal if you haven't done so already. It is a really fun page. Every day there's something going on there. There's a lot of connecting, and it's fun. And then again, you are the expert of what is going on outside the parks as well, giving back, supporting small business, and it's so important. I love that. So I really appreciate you showing me Market on South.
Of course.
This has been delicious.
Thanks for coming out.
We're going to probably grab more. I'm going to grab something savory now since we've been here for a bit, but this is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me here on Local Life. Again, I'm Gavin. I'm with the squad at Serhant, and I will see you next time.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.
All right,